Today I'm going to talking about the excessive timber production and low capacity of the reclaiming process of the timber in UK regarding to the lakes of the woodland resource. So timber construction was the one of monocular construction in the UK in previously till the Tudor period. But after the Great Fire happened in 1666, the building regulation was the pushing the people to alternate the timber construction to the brick or stone those masonry construction to avoid the more big fire happening. And the timber construction was disappear for after that period till the post-World War II. And after post-World War II, there was the sustainability become the biggest issue for the whole world. And then this is the period when the timber construction was coming back returning to the UK. And now, but as the UK still has a lack of the woodland resource compared with the Europe average, they have this 13% of the land cover, for forest land cover, but it's far less than the Europe average, which is 30%. But then the demand of the timber production regarding to the sustainability reason is pushing high, and then 10.9 million tons of the timber production is creating by annually. And from that, 3.2 million tons of the wood waste is creating by annually. And the restoration of those wood waste is becoming the significant issue in the UK. And the first step, the major step they are doing for the wood recovering is more like a recycling production, like either making the chipboard or the MDF, or using the wood waste as being a biofuel, using instead of the gas or fuel. But this contains the remote transportations plus energy-intensive factory manufacture process, and it is including the high carbon emission, plus the biofuel is releasing the stored carbon from the timber, and this is the higher than the singular wood can store the amount of the singular wood can store the carbon. There's an alternative way we can look at the reusing the timber is excluding this energy-intensive process, including the logistic as well. This is the one of the sample, as we call this reclaimed scaffolding from the St. Albans wood recycling, and this is nowadays directly sell to the customer or client as a timber flooring or timber cloth for the wall, and this is very being popular for the commercial area like a restaurant or the bar, and also for the housing there's a more client is looking for the timber. They are decorating their house or changing the finishing with a reclaimed wood, or even the furniture as well. And the St. Albans wood recycling, they also produce the reclaimed furniture with the series of the reclaimed wood they collected. But one of the obstacles for them to reclaiming the wood now is one of the issue is the assembling system by the nailing, and during the process of the unnailing, the wood has the process including high possibility to damage on the wood, and when the wood get the damage in this process, they become unused for being a furniture or being for the timber cloth, and they are sending to the recycling center, and then and this is going to be another cycle for the massive energy intensive process. This is one of the proper assembly system, which is, although they have on the bottom, they still nailed it, but if we see how the flowing, each product is jointed, they are pre-cut. It is called a pre-cut timber production, which is considering about how they jointed by the self joint itself. And then also there's one of the obstacle point in terms of the finance problem of running the business. Although they are doing it's not the business is not the high profit business, and also they are partly contributing to the community providing the job for the homeless or the jobless people, and also giving a chance about the wood workshop for the community. But there is no funding from the council or community because it is not the charity business. And this is why obstacling is because the wood supply regionally is not stable, so which means their income is not stable as well. So regarding to this obstacle problem of the reclaiming the wood business, and plus the lack of the wood source in the UK for the new products, the reclaiming is not just we are reducing the waste of the wood. It is also considering as an action we are preserving the woodland in the UK. And one of the emergent action has to be with this sample of which is pre-cut assembled joint rather than the nailing joint with how this scaffolding did, because this is one of the emergent action that people can reclaim the more and more the intact, undamaged wood as being a second life for the furniture or timber cloth or timber flooring. And this is where we are facing, and then this is the action we need to do right now. And then the question of that, how can we systemize of the new product consider more reclaimed source? Thank you.